everyone, how's it going, and welcome to today's Wild Rift video. In today's video we're going to be checking out the best support build that you must run on any tank support when playing in solo queue in Wild Rift. This is by far the strongest tank build at the moment for any support that you'll be playing. Nautilus, Thresh, Galio, Gragas, Alistar, any sort of tank support, you must go for this build. It's really strong at the moment. It's very popular in the Chinese server and very popular in the Wild Rift League Asia. Every single time you see these tank supports being played, they always go for the same build. Sometimes there's a little bit of variety, but most of the time it's going to be this exact same build. I'm going to show you one of the builds now from the Wild Rift League Asia. This is KBG UU that you can see on screen now. As you can see, go to Relic Shield as the first item. No surprise really, as the tank supports, gives you more maximum health and gives you that pushing power, especially with roaming support. Then he goes for Warmog's armor because it's a very cheap item that gives you a whole bunch of maximum health. Now you can see that Force of Nature is actually the third item, but he actually doesn't complete Force of Nature. He just buys one ruby crystal and then builds into DAWNSHROUD. The reason why you build one extra ruby crystal after Warmog's armor is because you want to get as much maximum health as possible to get the Warmog's passive. Warmog's passive obviously is only accessible when you have 950 maximum health, but Relic Shield fully upgraded and Warmog's armor only gives you 900 maximum health. So you need to build another ruby crystal and then you can build towards DAWNSHROUD, which DAWNSHROUD I think is a pretty underrated item. I guess I didn't think it was very good, but I guess in this build it does make a lot of sense because you are building a lot of maximum health, so you are going to be doing CCing a lot with Nautilus. You have a lot of crowd control, and also you'll be dealing damage, you'll be revealing enemy champions around you, so it's a pretty good item. Force of Nature, really good item at the moment, especially after the changes that happen to Force of Nature. If you're against a lot of AP damage, Force of Nature is great, gives you the little bit extra movement speed and also extra mag resist. And then Thornmail as well. As you can see, UU's build doesn't have Thornmail finish, but I'm guessing that's what he was going for as a last item, Thornmail. Again, this is pretty flexible. I think Twin Guard gets built quite a lot as well on tank supports, as it kind of depends on what you want and what situation there is in the game. Now let's take a little deep dive into this build. Obviously, as I mentioned, Relic Shield is the first item. When you have this item fully upgraded, if I scroll all of the way down, as you can see, you only get 200 maximum health, and on top of that, Warmog's armor gives you 700 maximum health. So that means you're only getting 900 bonus health in total. And as you can see with the Warmog's heart passive, if you have at least 950 bonus health, you restore 5% of your maximum mana per second if you haven't taken damage within the last 6 seconds. So it's just really good for tank supports because they want to engage, they want to go all in, but it allows them to back off, it allows them to heal up to maximum health, so you can just join the team fight again. It doesn't take too long, and this healing happens so quickly. So what you normally do is you go for Relic Shield into Warmog's armor. You can go for your boots upgrade straight away. I do have Gargoyle here, but you can use Stasis as well. Stasis is also a very good enchant. And then you build DAWNSHROUD. So you go for Warmog's armor into a ruby crystal into DAWNSHROUD. As I mentioned, DAWNSHROUD is not really used that much in the rest of the region. It's not really used that much in terms of EU and NA or any other region. It just gets used a lot in China. Maybe it's a bit of an underrated item because it is a very cheap item. It gives you maximum health, gives you armor, and gives you mag resist, and also the Dawnbringer passive, even though it doesn't scale that much with bonus HP, because we're building a lot of maximum health with this build, it actually works out quite well. So we have like over 1,100 bonus health, so that means we're going to be getting around roughly an extra, I think it's like 50 damage or something like that. 5% of 1,000 is 50 extra damage, so you get like 50-60 extra damage, and this happens every 3 seconds as well, so it's only on a 3-second cooldown. And with Nautilus, you have a lot of crowd control, you're going to immobilize a lot of enemies, so it just gives you that extra little bit of damage. Now obviously DAWNSHROUD does have maximum health, so you're probably wondering, why am I building an extra ruby crystal when DAWNSHROUD has maximum health? Well, if you take a look at DAWNSHROUD as an item in general, you'll see with the tier 1 items, the tier 1 items only give you magic resist and armor, so they're not going to be giving you maximum health, so you're not going to get the Warmog's passive. And in China, they prioritize going for the extra ruby crystal to try and get the Warmog's passive armor as quick as possible. Now you can completely skip this ruby crystal if you want to and just build towards Spectre's Cowl, because this gives you enough maximum health, but again, it's not the cheapest option. You always want to go for the ruby crystal to give you that Warmog's armor passive as soon as possible. So DAWNSHROUD, great item. Force of Nature as well, as I mentioned, since the remake has been pretty nice. Taking ability damage from enemy champions, you gain a stack of Steadfast for a few seconds, and a maximum 6 stacks, dealing damage to an enemy champion. Refresh duration of stacks, and maximum stacks, you gain movement speed, and also reduce incoming magic damage by 25%. So really, really good when you're against a lot of AP champions. Gives you maximum health, gives you magic resist, and also gives you an extra bit of movement speed. And as the final item, we have Thorn Mail, which is very, very strong. Again, more maximum health, more armor. The Thorn's passive also scales now with maximum health or bonus health. So that means we're building bonus health from Warmogs. We've got bonus health from Relic Shield, from DAWNSHROUD, from Force of Nature. So this is just a build that's stacking a lot of bonus health, which is going to give us more damage from Thorn Mail and also give us more damage from DAWNSHROUD. So you can see how the build's kind of adding together and how it's kind of synergizing very, very well. But obviously Grievous Wounds is very, very strong because you're going to be reducing the healing of any enemy champions that hit you. For the runes, Aftershock, no brainer for Nautilus. Has so many mobilizing effects. Its auto attacks, its first ability, its ultimate as well. Very, very easily for Nautilus to mobilize an enemy champion, and then you'll be able to gain the extra defensive and also gain the extra little bit of damage. Again, we don't have the sub runes, but I think weakness is absolutely great. Again, impairing the movement of enemy champions makes them take 5% more damage. Easily done on Nautilus. You land your hook, you use your ultimate, you land your auto attack, they're just going to be taking 5% damage, and it's going to be refreshed every single time. Bone plating is really good as well. Helps you with trading during the laning phase when you're looking to try and engage, but also helps you in team fights as well, take that little bit of reduced damage. And then Nimbus Cloak, so when you're using Ignite and when you're using Flash, you're going to get the extra movement speed, and this allows you to get into range to use your hook, use your ultimate, and try and chain CC a high value target. If you can use your ultimate on a high value target, combo that with your hook and also your auto attack, you can CC them for a good 5 seconds or sometimes even longer. So it's really important for Nautilus to get a little bit extra movement speed from Nimbus Cloak to make sure that you get into range to hit a high value target. And then for the summoner spells, as mentioned, we got Flash and Ignite. Ignite just allows you to play a little bit more aggressive and allows you to do an extra little bit of damage, and also Flash is very, very strong. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this gameplay. I gave this build a try. It was very, very strong. I really like the power that Warmog gives you in the early game. Gives you a lot of maximum health with the refresh of the Warmog's passive. DAWNSHROUD gives you a lot of damage as well, and it's just an absolutely great build. So hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next Wild Rift video. Peace. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. Nautilus Gaming. I didn't get pink wards. Fuck. I misplayed. I didn't get pink ward. Is that Shen support? Shen Jin bot lane. Interesting. Shen Jin bot lane. I don't think I've seen Shen Jin or Jin Shen or just Shen in general bot lane for like a long time. I think I just start W here. If Shen jumps in on me here. Wait, where is the Shen? Okay, there he is. I can't really go in with hook anyway, so I'm okay with just taking W and just playing defensive at the start. It's kind of what you need to do with Nautilus. Just play defensive at the start. Mistakes were made, buddy. I didn't know if the Wukong was going to flash or not. I didn't know if the Wukong was going to flash or not. That's kind of my bad. Okay. This Jhin is actually doing kind of a lot of damage. This guy is kind of doing a lot of damage. Problem is, because I was roaming, I'm not going to get level 5. Like, Jin's nearly level 5. I'm only halfway to level 3. I'm about the same level as Shen, though, which is not too bad. Oh, close, close, close. So I'm not even too sure if this Vayne can really fight. Actually, I think Vayne can fight. I think we can actually win this. Okay, this isn't too bad. Okay, I'm guessing Vayne died, but it's not that bad. This lane is in such a bad spot, though. I just want to take this CS. Might as well stay in lane and take the CS. Because Vayne's going to miss the CS anyway, so... And we'll just push this lane. We'll go back to base. Maybe not. Okay, nice. Garen on a killing spree. What? Oh, wait, he focused the Jhin for one auto attack for some reason. Oh, I don't know why he focused Jhin for one auto attack there. Nice! Okay, Diana! Popping off! You'll love to see it. Nice. I'm guessing the Shen was blocking all the auto attacks with the W. Which was kind of unlucky. I don't have ulti for another 20 seconds. This might be bad. Actually, you should be okay. I'm guessing Dinah's not here. Okay, use Proto Belt. I'm gonna go top then. Didn't need to flash. That's twice now I've tried to flash. And Wukong's flashed at the same time. Okay, I basically roamed top and did absolutely nothing here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't attack that Zoe one time. I walked around and I didn't even attack any of the top laners. I could have just easily stayed bot lane. There we go. That's what we like to see. I'm just going to tank the tower so the Rift Herald doesn't take any damage. Wait a second. Okay. I thought I nearly died there. Not gonna lie, I thought I nearly died. I'm just gonna go back. So all we need is one health crystal. We'll go for Boots. We don't really have enough to get boots upgrades. Armor or magic resists? Probably magic resists. All right, so now we have our Warmogs passive because we got enough health from Relic Shield, Warmogs, and also 1 Ruby Crystal. Now we're going to go for Dawn Shrouds. This is a very, very common build in China right now for Nautilus. I think maybe underrated Dawn Shroud a bit. So at first I was like, it didn't really feel like it did too much, but maybe it's actually kind of good. At first I definitely did underrate it. Nice! Hawk! When's the next objectives up? Dragon's in a minute 20. Oh, I missed my hook. If I land my hook there, we kill the Zoe for sure. I misplayed. I land the hook there, it's all good. I missed the hook because I auto-casted by accident. Hey, what's up, Kate? Hello, hello! The best music? Yeah, people would say my music taste is a bit wild. It's a little bit all over the place, to be honest with you. It's a little bit all over the place. Bit of K-pop, good bit of pop, bit of rap, bit of everything. Okay, they had a vision now. It's fine. We're just preparing for this next Drake. I can actually go back and get Dawn Shrouds. It's actually crazy how cheap Dawn Shroud is as well. You know what I think most of the time what it is why people build Dawn Shrouds. It's just because how cheap it is. Force of Nature is actually pretty good this game. Zoe and Gwen AP damage is pretty important to make sure that we don't get one shot by them. I think it's important for me to get stasis soon as well. Tried to save him, but I couldn't. There you go. Look at the Warmog's passive. Look, I'm 4 HP now. Okay. Fine, just bait him away from the tower. Take top lane tower here. Pretty nice. Where's my hook? Vayne didn't stay either. Okay. I'm guessing this guy gave up. Has this Jhin completely given up or what? I don't know what happened there. Oh, nice. They got to kill bot lane as well. I think they've kind of given up. I'm going to push mid lane for now. Anyone to help me get mid lane tower? Just a lonely little support Nautilus just trying to take mid lane tower. Oh my god, he dodged out of the way. Okay, nice. Yeah, this Jhin has definitely given up. This Jhin has definitely given up. Problem is, I don't have any mana. I guess we'll just get triple inhibs and then just go back. I think we just go back here. I have no mana. I kind of have no mana, guys. I kind of have no mana. Oh, nice. I'm in a really strong spot. DAWNSHROUD is solo carry support item. Can semi-tank Nautilus work here with Mandate? No, Mandate's not really that good for Nautilus and Wild Rift. Nice. Unstoppable Nautilus gameplay. No. Give me assist on the Jhin. The Jin's kind of trolling. The Jhin is kind of trolling. GG's. Can we kill him? Oh, I thought we were going to kill the Shen underneath the Nexus. It was close. We killed Shen underneath Nexus. GG's though. Pretty good game. I think it went fairly well. I think it definitely could have gone better. Don't get me wrong. I could have played a lot better this game. How much damage did we do with this build? 11,000 damage as a tank support. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. How much damage did we take in the end? 14,000, also not that bad. I mean, it's only a Garen that does more defenses than us every single time. Still pretty good game though. 5, 1, and 11. When he died, wait, when did I die one time again? Was it when oh no, it was when we traded in bot lane when Vayne couldn't do any damage to the Shen because Shen had W active, and I kind of went in for a gauge. It's like other than that one time of me dying bot lane, played pretty well. Nice. GG's. Well played. GG's.